Hello everybody, I'm Ria and the girl with her back to us is Sian and we're from the Riches and Simple Living. Today's Thursday, so it's Sian's cooking day and we're doing cheese and potato pie. We're trying to do as much as possible, all the prepping before we start now because it takes too long otherwise. So we've already pre-made the pastry for the base of the pie, which we're going to have Sian roll out in a minute. Potatoes are on boiling. I've done a great big panful. I think there'll be far too many. My husband always tells me off for making too many potatoes. He says I need to cook down. So yeah, they're on boiling. They're about done and ready for mashing. So by the time we've rolled out the pastry, they'll be ready for mashing. Got our cheese and got our tomatoes for the top to garnish it. Nice, simple and straightforward. The only thing I forgot to do is pop the oven on to preheat it. But I'll do that now while Sian just rolls out the pastry. So Sian, if you'd like to turn and face everybody. One day she might even say hello to everybody. Come on then Sian, let's pop some of this down for you to roll the pastry. So we'll just get a little bit and sprinkle it down. We've already washed our hands before we started, which we normally do. You know all about rolling pastry. Today, what dish we're going to be putting it in. I'm afraid I don't know the measurements, but it's a rectangular shaped one and we've already greased it ready. So we're going to line this with pastry then, Sian. So if we roll the pastry out, rub it in the thing and roll it out. I'll just pop the oven on to preheat. I could turn the potatoes off now because they're done. Oven. Get which my oven number is. There we go. How are we doing? That's the oven on. Bit in your pin as well. We're all steamed up in here because I've been boiling potatoes. I mean, you can't see the windows, but we're all steamed up all the way around. I've opened the little top window and I can just see through this window. That's what distracts me when I look up and you see me staring that way. I'm looking out the window. Not that there's much happening out there. But good thing is it's not raining today, it's dry and we've even seen a bit of sunshine today, but there's quite a few floods round and about. I don't know what it's like where you live if you're in England, and I think Wales, they've had it as well, all the effects of this storm, but there's some local villages around us which are cut off and we can't go through, but we've never been flooded yet and hopefully we won't. So it's supposed to be drier now, so they should subside a bit. I hope so for everybody's sake. That's it, we're going to have to make it nice and long this time, see Sian? Because it's going in there as long as you get may as well. There we go. That was a bit that way, so because we've got to get it over the edge of this dish. So better if I stand behind Sian because you're more interested in what Sian's doing than me. And can you all see okay? Do we need to come down a little bit? That's the trouble with our kitchen being so small and narrow. You can't really get the camera in a position where you can see everything. It's just this one bit. That's it. Oh, do you think we're long enough yet? Maybe take it out that way a bit so we can get it over the edges and the other side as well. Just get a rough idea by just holding it over. Maybe just a little in this corner, come out a little in that corner there so we can get it around the corners. There we are, don't do it too thin. Yeah, you can see through it. Right, remember how we do it? Quick roll. When she's not looking, quick roll. I'm looking. So what we're going to do, have you done this before? Have I let you do this before? You don't know. Right, you're going to need to do it long ways, look. Do you want to let it in? No? Okay. So hopefully it'll be long enough. I might need to take it up a bit more. This is all trial and error, getting it right. That's it. See how that goes. It's quite a long dish really. To get everything in. There we go. We can always fill some of the edges in with some of these bits we cut off. Make sure it's just all tucked in. So we're going to be filling that with our potato. Do you want to cut a few of these loose bits off on the edges? You can always pop them, press them onto the inside just to... You know how to do it, don't you? We did that the other week, didn't we? Just mind your fingers because the knife has been sharpened, I think.
The last time I cut my finger.
Yeah, and stabbed me with a fork.
I didn't.
Had some good news yesterday, an email saying that my fruit trees are going to be on their way, or were on their way, and they should allow up to 7 days, although they may be with me within 4 days, but I've got to allow 7 because of the conditions at the moment. So,
It's misty at the window.
got a cat looking at the window meowing. You wonder where that meowing's coming from.
It's Tiny Tim.
So yes, I've got 2 plum trees, an apple tree and a pear tree on their way. So I'm quite excited about that and get them in.
Oh man, it's Tiny Tim.
I've never seen that before, the cat climb up there.
I think Tiny Tim wants to go in.
She can hear us talking, I think, and she's come to see, she's looking up at the open window.
I think she wants.
She's trying to judge whether she can jump up and get
I
through.
think she wants to come
I don't
in.
think she can.
I'll let her in now actually.
There we go. Okay, we'll be alright like that. She'll just put a couple of these little bits in the corner up. That's what I normally do if you've got a bit of a gap and a bit of a thin area there. Just press it in to add it on. Just mix it up. Under it. Should be alright out there, it's not raining enough.
Oh, I bet she wants to come in, Mum.
I know.
Oh, you do that, I'm gonna go get her.
Well, you're cooking, so you can't get it.
Oh, I can.
Get rid of these little bits, all the little small waste bits, and there's only a tiny bit of waste. Why are you putting them shoes on?
Tiny Tim.
Quickly, don't the front door should just come through. I think with Sian, she's distracted very easily. Want to get the cat now. And I suppose it saves a cat trying to get through the window and get stuck and cause a bigger dilemma.
I got her.
Okay, she's got through, yeah. There we are. We're getting that in there then. Right, you go through there then. Not very professional, are we? Right, so what we're going to do now then, we'll just clear off this side a little bit. Pop them in the wash them by hand. See if we can get some of this flour up that goes all gloopy.
Mum,
Yeah?
I understand 12 days of Christmas, but not 12 months of Christmas.
12 months?
Look!
What do you mean?
I'm a
Oh,
snowman.
because you're white again, like a snowman. Oh, that's hot water. Burn my fingers. This is the only trouble, isn't it, when you're rolling out flour, you do get the flour everywhere. A bit in the kettle. The kettle's red hot because my husband just boiled it, so I'm not going to go lifting that up. I can always do under there after when it's cooled down. Don't want to go burning myself. Right, so next job, I'll drain the potatoes, shall I?
Yes.
Oh, I knew you'd said that. But probably safer. So turn the phone off.
My phone's up here. Put it up here.
Oh.
Oh.
Right, I'm going to drain the potatoes because we've pre-boiled them. Get a cloth, pick it up. Do you know, I've got oven gloves and mitts and things and I never use them. It's always the tea towel. Always.
It was a YouTube.
To be honest, I can't grab anything with the oven gloves. I know you're not meant to feel nothing, that's the idea of them, but because I can't feel nothing, I can't hold anything properly. I just can't grab anything and just don't find them very good.
It was a YouTube notification.
Okay. Right. See what I mean by it? Look at all them potatoes are boiled. I think I'm going to take a few out and put them in the dish because we're not going to use that many. I got carried away again. Terrible. So before we mash, Sean, let me just put a few in a dish here. Look. We're not going to need all them. We can use these for something else then. Neither will we have room to mash them either. Leaving all them in. Right, what do I think? Maybe that'll be okay. Put them over there. You can cool down, I'll do something with them then. So, oh, come off, don't worry. Let's just get the margarine. Do you want to get a big spoon out of the drawer? I'll get the milk as well, excuse me. Our magnificently huge kitchen.
You've got a big spoon.
Not a spoon with a big handle. A spoon with a big end.
This one.
Tablespoon, yeah, so you can just... do you want to spoon some butter? Put it into there. Take some out properly, come along. Chop chop.
It's the jelly, dude.
As Mary Poppins says, spick spot.
You're not Mary Poppins.
That's if I was. Yeah, chuck it in. There we are. Mash that in then. Do you want to mash some of that in now then?
Mash it in.
Mash!
I didn't know you had to do that.
Yeah, press all your weight down and mash. It's a warm job because you've got all the steam coming at you.
I don't have any weight.
How's it going?
Terrible.
I hope this isn't going to be a disaster like that gingerbread house. It should be straightforward doing a cheese and potato pie.
I'm starting to hurt.
Yeah, well, that's cooking for you. Are you hitting the bottom? Are you
I'm
going
trying!
Right through? This is aspirating. It's not rocket science. Turn it round, you see, to do it. And bang some of your potato off.
You could have told me that before, couldn't you?
Yeah, I'll put some milk in now to loosen it up a bit.
Yeah,
Mash all that in. Don't measure nothing, take knobs of this and splashes of that. You get used to doing it, don't you? You know how you do it yourself and you just do it.
Stuck.
So I won't write the recipe down below because it isn't actually following a recipe, it's just doing a pie that we've often done. And I mean, you can put other things in with it. We're just putting cheese into it, but you can put onion in it, finely chopped. You could put bits of cooked ham in it, bacon, things like that. And then what I normally do then is serve it with baked beans. Or if you've just like us just doing the cheese and potato pie and serve it with baked beans and a couple of rashers of bacon, something like that. Just makes a nice hearty meal really. How's it going? Do you want me to have a go?
Yes.
We don't spend half an hour on mashed potatoes. Actually, Sian, you've gone through quite well.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to put the lid back on the button? Just pop it on top of the fryer.
Oh, fryer. Oh, that's
What's
thin.
the fryer?
Oi! Why do I put the spoon?
Dishwasher. I think we need to put her in the kitchen a little more often.
Oi!
That's the problem when mums do everything for the kids. Right, so now what we're going to do is sprinkle some cheese in it. So if you want to take some cheese, we'll just sprinkle a bit in to start with so we can mash it through, then we can do a bit more then.
Okay.
Well, mash that through first. Shall we pop the milk away? I mean, we don't have a lot of space. Is it all mashing in nice? Again, you just put in what cheese you like really. I mean, if you're a family that love lots of cheese and you're making quite a big pie, put plenty in. If you're just making a little small pie in a smaller basin, obviously you won't need a lot. And same again if you're not that big a lover of cheese. If you just want to flavour it, just put a small amount in. I mean, you know yourself really what to put in, what you like and what not. Do you want to put a bit more cheese in? Because as you can tell, we love cheese. We should cut back really. We decided that we should try and be a bit healthier. Whoop.
You say I want OTT.
There we go, that'll be enough if we just always save a bit of cheese by just to sprinkle across the top.
I knocked some out.
There you are, mash that in two then. Don't worry about that, I'll put that in the bin.
Oh no. Potato overboard.
Things always go overboard.
Ow!
Yes, I can't wait to get everything in the garden up and going because I think we do need to eat healthier. I certainly do. With having a few health problems and things, and I've actually put on, I think, about 4.5 stone in 2 years because, believe it or not, I was half this size a couple of years ago. Clothes hung off me. I put a coat on the other day that is my original coat, and it was like that, couldn't get near me, and that was a coat that was massive on me, and I used to wear thick woolly jumpers underneath, and it was really big and baggy on me, but I like big and baggy things anyway. But put this weight on in the last 4 years. It was getting sorted out, seeing into it, until this COVID came along and the doctors and everything. It's all changed how things work at the moment. So, yeah, I think eating a lot healthier. Although I wouldn't say I was the world's unhealthiest eater, but I think there's certainly things I can tweak and change. Right then, Sian, is that all in? So we'll stop thinking about healthy eating for a moment. I don't want to depress myself on healthy eating. Thoughts of lettuce. That's the thing, I'm not the world's biggest salad lover either. Right, so what we're going to do now, Sian, is spoon this mix. Are your hands aching?
No, I burnt my finger.
Have you burnt your finger?
I put my finger on the side of it and it burnt it.
You banana.
I'm not a banana. I'm a bird.
There you are then. If you want to spoon it in there, right to the top, smooth it in as you go. Fill it up. You watch, I won't have enough mix now, I took some of that potato out. Nice. It's going to be one of those days. We've lost the handle. Get it back in. There we go. Do it like that, or get another spoon to scrape. It might be the best idea for you, Sian. A bit too big.
I'm so stupid.
There you are, just use another spoon to scrape it off. So we don't have cutlery hurtling across the kitchen. Oh goodness.
One day I will be good at some toy, you know.
You're getting there, Sian. You just by doing it, having a go and watching what you don't take part in, you sort of learn it, you remember it. Everybody starts somewhere.
Like yesterday with German. I recognise some of the words.
Yeah, you're getting there with German, and we've been doing German since September, and I've never done German at school. I did French. Sian did French when she was at primary school, and she's never done German before, but for some reason she wanted to learn German. And we're never going to get there. We use Alexa to tell us how to pronounce the words. So we tell her what we want to know and she says the words. So I'm thinking, such big words, so complicated, and we can have a small word and that word will be much longer for the same thing, and we're never going to learn it. But yesterday, Sian, doing a German, was recognising words, and she was picking words out of these sentences. Because we use the workbooks, they have like paragraphs all written in German, and you've got to answer the questions then in English. And so she was picking the words out of the paragraph that she recognised and knew what they meant, and was getting a rough idea of what it was, because before was having to Google everything, didn't have a clue. But she's picking things out, and she was able to say what she thought the sentence meant. I mean, we did Google the sentence to translate it to be absolutely sure, but yeah, she'd got most of it correct. She'd got the whole gist of what it was saying, and then she was able to answer the questions. So we thought, oh, it's not coming on so good, but some of it is going in, and she's remembering some of it. I mean, we can't say the words. If you were to watch us, if I was to put you in on a lesson watching us doing German, and like I read it to Sian and we get Alexa to tell us the words, then we try and have a go ourselves at the words. It's funny. It doesn't sound anything like what Alexa tells us it is, or anything like how it reads. But, watch.
That's not I was speaking German to Lisa. She didn't understand what I was saying.
But I mean, recognising it and able to make sense of a sentence or a paragraph alone is a big step forward anyway. Whether either of us will ever be able to say any words, I don't know. So we can't really talk to each other and test it for her, because we're both as bad as each other.
I could talk about you, Dad and my brothers and sisters.
Maybe I should put the camera on one day so you could watch us. It is quite funny to hear us try and do it. Don't wisp it over the edge, look.
I'm not
Make
whispering
sure
it
it comes
over
in.
the edge.
There you are, look, scrape all this bit in. Don't get a big spoonful. Yeah, we might just get all that in. Maybe. If it goes over a fraction.
Last night when I was lying at the end of Lisa's bed, I said I love my sister in German, and she was like, "What did you say about me now?" Yeah.
Didn't trust you, thought you said something mean.
Yeah.
Right, okay. We'll pop them in the washing up bowl. I'll wash them by hand. Oh dear, got bits of potato. Put them in the bin. Cooking is quite a messy job, isn't it? There we go. Rinse my hands off. I need to flatten it down a little bit to the edges. Just put a bit of a mound here. Come here, look. Let's have your spoon a minute. Perhaps take some up a bit up here, look. That's it, into that edge and flatten it down. Like that. Okay. I think that'll be alright, Sian. We'll pop that in the dishwasher, the spoon. I did put the oven on, didn't I? Right, so what we do then is sprinkle cheese over the top of the pie. Come a little, bring it a little bit closer. Can you see that better? It's because I've got you the other side of the washing up bowl, the sink, I should say. You can't see so well far across. Right, do you want to sprinkle some cheese on then, Sian?
You really trust me with this?
Maybe put your hand in and sprinkle it, because you wash your hands, so it'd be better like that, or you're going to have a great big mound. At least that way you can sprinkle it evenly. And just put them bits up clean. Put your bits up and just place them where you can see a gap. Don't have to turn them, just probably a little bit along it. Sian, not the floor.
I missed.
Oh dear. Who see me having to bend over and pick things up. Oh gosh. I think we've got enough on there now. So what we're going to do now is just decorate it with a line of tomato across the top.
Okay.
We'll have the top, fold that over and put that in the fridge, and then don't put it there, the kettle's warm.
Oops.
Do you want to have a go at slicing a tomato?
How do you slice a tomato?
Well, with the chopping board first of all. We're glad when we do all the house renovations and all of these blinds are going. I think I'm going for a roller blind, it'd be easier. Now I did put my knife in here. Actually, I might not use that knife, come to think of it. Might be better with, it's easier sometimes with a bread knife. There, look. I know I put it somewhere. What? Right, I'll show you. Right, we don't want the end bit. Because that's the problem. So what you do is just cut slices like this. See? Do you want to have a go at that? And then put it on the top there. Do you want to have a go? Mind your fingers though. It's very awkward to get into A&E these days with all this pandemic. I don't want you cutting your finger off.
I won't cut my finger off.
There we are. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit thicker.
It's stuck.
Keep sawing. There you go. And scoop it with your thing and place it in front of this one, look. That's it.
Oh.
To make a nice road to that end. What you've done there.
I know.
It's awkward as you get further down. You do get used to doing it when you've done it a few times, but you still got to be careful.
Oh, I kind of broke this one.
I remember my dad doing some outside work once with a saw, and he was sawing away at some wood and I saw blood everywhere, and he was thinking, where's that blood coming from? He'd sawn halfway through his finger and he hadn't even felt it. That was the best of it. So it's easy done, whether it's with a knife or an outdoor saw or anything sharp. That's alright, just put the other one in there then. Just take them. It might be easier to lie down and come across actually. And then at least you can see then where the knife is compared to your fingers, where they are. Alright.
So I'm going to do it.
Keep sawing. Maybe I'll do that.
No, but I end up cut my finger.
Or mine off.
Yeah.
Probably we won't do the end bits, because we'll just do the nice middle bits. Get that end bit off then. And then do the same again. Chuck the end bits.
This is like when I tried to cut the apples and I almost cut my finger off.
And don't cut your finger off, it's not recommended.
Oh no, it's not. I think we do.
Got some nice chunky pieces of tomato. Quite nice if you like tomato. I mean, I'm not a fan of tomato. This is what I mean by salad. I do eat lettuce in sandwiches, cobs, things like that. If you go salad, and I just pop it into a cob. I eat cucumber. I like sweet corn. I like grated raw carrot with salad. But I don't like everything. I don't like tomatoes. Which is a shame because these things are good for you, so maybe I've got to try and educate my taste buds a bit. Or make them eat them. Or find something I could put them in that I will eat them. So, that's what your pie will look like. And now I'm going to pop it in the oven. Gas mark 5, just so it browns off slowly and nicely and cooks the pastry. Because the potatoes are already cooked. So we'll pop that in. I mean, we'll use it at tea time, but I can warm it slowly at tea time because my husband goes to fetch my daughter from work. So when he leaves, I can just pop it on slow, gas mark S, and just leave it until they come in, and just serve it with beans. If you like a bit of bacon, a few bacon rashers or whatnot, but my lot probably won't bother with that, they'll just have the beans. Don't do that, please. So yeah, that's in the oven for now. So we'll let you have a look what that looks like when it's cooked. So we'll see you in a little while. Right, I'm back. The cheese and potato pie is cooked nicely. I'll just take you close up to see it. Just fetched it out of the oven. Can you see that? That's what it looks like. So I think that's done okay. So I'll pop that up ready for tea time now. And like I say, serve it with some beans, and if you like some bacon or anything like that, pop it with it. But I think we'll probably just have it with beans because it's quite a big pie and be filling enough, that will. So yeah, that's the end of cooking today. Sian's gone off upstairs. I think she's talking to her niece, my granddaughter. They were in the same class at school together, only my granddaughter's gone on to secondary school, but they speak to each other every day, and so she's gone to have a chat with her, catch up what they're doing today. Sometimes play games, sometimes just talk, sometimes just silly girl stuff. Yeah, so I don't know when I'll see you now. I don't know whether I'll pop on with the vlog tomorrow, maybe not. It'll perhaps be Monday. I'll have a catch up with you on Monday. So if you don't see me tomorrow, have a good weekend, and I shall see you on Monday. Bye for now.